Again, points out to us, so we'll see if they use them, and actually they're going to use them quite early onto the A site. This leaves Crimson Olaf in the backside. Already a rotation sliding out from Connector, though. So they will have one more player. In fact, it's not quite Connector. It's into the jungle area. Here comes the entry. Crims already shuts down Elige. Oh, what a shot. JW takes down Daps. Adren did get the nade kill onto Crims just before that, so they did enough damage. But look at JW through the smoke and in behind them. They have no idea he's there. He's still shooting. And finally, Fugly realizes he's behind them. And he and Nitro go down just as quick as I can mention it, so it's 1-0 already Fnatic. And a reasonably good round.
Yeah, and this is what Thorin was talking about, which I completely agree with. The fact that you have the smokes, right? Normally teams tend to just leave the site and just retake it after the bomb is down. Fnatic, on the other hand, yeah, they see the smokes, so they decide to fight it instead. And you saw there, Liquid, they had the opportunity to you know, push the site, but they're very passive again. They reach the site, they'd rather go and take those duels where they really shouldn't.
Just get the bomb down and fall back.
Yeah.
I mean, I've kind of, you may disagree actually, coming from a more experienced perspective, but I've been saying that post-plant situation, because the bomb site's so open and it's so removed for the bomb, that the A ramp is actually one of the best post-plant situations in the game to be in, because they have to go so far from it if they want to take that fight. I'll get your opinion on that, because the rush is going to come in on B. Nitro actually finds the first kill on to Pronax. Nade does go back out, though, catch him, and they are inside the site this time. JW up close. Okay, so there you go. Now they actually rush in and just go for a bomb plant. And you have to think it's an eco. They just want the money, but more of that in other rounds might actually pay off. But that's as far as they'll get. They'll get mopped up just as quick as that. So Fnatic take two.
So yeah, so were you referring to the A ramp towards the T side or the CT side?
Pardon me, the T side, exactly where Acadian's going to highlight it, because it's so far removed from the site. So again, if you want to take that fight, if it's in like a 2-on-2 or whatever, he doesn't have to peek you. You have to take potentially 5 seconds worth of footsteps to get over there just to take the duel.
Yeah, I think it all depends on the situation and obviously how many men you have left alive. For me, obviously, I feel it's always better to take, even with the bomb down, especially on a map like Mirage, where you actually try to get CT spawn. It leaves you with so many more options. You can push into connector, you know, flank them. If you have one guy that you were saying at the A ramp, you can still do that if you want.
Okay, and that's interesting, because I find if you can't get that far, like if they're already on the site, as we see Olaf quickly take down Adren, actually they're going to get more than that as they come out Palace. Olaf's going to contribute up close, switches to the pistol, Nitro down, it's all left to Daps. My theory was that if you're already in the site at that point, let's say it's a one-on-one, and you're on CT stairs, it's not that far away from the bomb, so he only has to take 2 steps potentially, and then he's on it. He can get a defuse, whereas you have a lot more time to kill, or potential time to kill by getting out.
Oh yeah, I mean, if it's a one-on-one, then yeah, for sure, you can play it better there. But
you know, I get, like you said, it's situational, so
yeah.
They're going to chase Daps. He won't even get an exit kill. No guns down. Flawless round from Fnatic. This will start to build the economy as well, and Olaf got 3 of those kills with that MP... Oh, no, I lied. He switched over to the pistol for 1. So, nonetheless, he got 2 kills with the MP7. That's 1,200 there.
I was just going to say it would be fun here to see if Adren actually bought the op, and he's not. He bought an AK, and...
A lot of nades to go with it.
A lot of nades.
Because he was just in position. He wouldn't have had any nades, though, to go. So... set up out toward mid. Still inside the horseshoe. Haven't gone for the peak yet. But someone underpass. It looks like Nitro's finally going to step up and take that role and try and get in there and get up close. But again, there was that 3 presence from Fnatic. 1 flash out, Flusha falls. JW comes back to window. Crims slid to A while JW rotated. It just has so much dynamic play to it. And this is a scout, keep in mind, so he can go for this jump shot, and he gets it. Doesn't take him down, but takes massive damage. Watch out, the fire comes in. Just bounces too far. If that had been a nade, there might have been a chance, but Nitro gets away with 9 HP. Still 2 more in mid. Good patience from Flusha. That finds Elige. Flash out as well. That's going to catch off. I believe that's Daps on the backside of middle. Take that back. It was a Dren. He's caught now. Flusha with a second one. He's going to get even more aggressive because they know Nitro's still lurking somewhere over on that B side. Nade comes out late. Not going to find him. And Daps, all by his lonesome on the A site, comes out from Palace. Look at the eyes on him. Olaf up close, in fact, more than up close, jumps across to the balcony, spotted in doing so, but the nade goes out. Yes, it gets him. Damage just before that, and the nade's effective. Nitro, all that's left, 9 HP, and unlike Cobble, they're not even finding picks in this match.
Yeah, and I don't know if they had like an idea to use their smokes with, because it didn't make any sense for me that they would not waste a single smoke to take over middle. Knowing how many spots that you actually have to cover. That smoke in window where JW was holding. Yeah. That smoke in window where JW was holding, it didn't get smoked off until he actually put down I don't know who was in underpass, but that came down after like a minute. So obviously you're not going to take mid control when you know that, again, Fnatic aggressive. They're aggressive on catwalk, they're aggressive on in connector, and you have GW with a scout in middle. Yeah, of course you're not going to be able to take any map control. Wasting one smoke just to get one of those positions off is better than...
This is interesting this round, though, because JW didn't go there immediately. They threw that short smoke on Cat. That let them get a little further up. The Crims won't let them go anywhere near the bomb sites. He's going to catch 2 from the connector. Flusha plays a little bit more passively on Catwalk, and there's JW finally in the window. So late setup from Fnatic that time, but still the same play ultimately. Came from all 3 angles to get the attack.
Yeah, and they knew that they would be on a save as well, so they probably took it. There it was. I think that was like the 3rd jump kill that we've seen today, and that was a no-scope as well, so I'm not counting in the scout scopes, but the no-scope. So Flush had 2 on Cobble, now we have JW with 1 no-scope scout here as well, so it's 3. So it's got... Yeah, so Molotovs and smokes,
I'm waiting
and
for
we're
the
going to see a...
360 no-scope, by the way.
It's going to happen. So we're going to see an NA play here, and just a regular smoke round. On the A-bomb site.
And Daps will lurk passively. This is my point. North American teams, sometimes they'll just set up for a solid A. They won't even try and distract anyone at mid. If you can get in the site and get the bomb down, it works. But the problem is, Crims now and JW both can rotate onto A because there's no duty for them to do.
Yeah, they spotted mid. There's no one there, and you see here they're 4 again.
Yeah, sometimes that one player, it may not be his job to get kills, just to keep other players away from the bomb site. Crims already finds Nitro because, again, he's up close now. He's not playing back by the connector. He's got 2. Daps, though, does pick up 2 in response, so good double for him. Second one on Flusha just as he came through the smoke. Adren's watching the flank. No one there just yet. But the bomb's still not down because Adren's the one that has it. So why is he wasting so much time trying to watch this flank when they could at least throw the bomb site, or the bomb across to Fugly? As he'll catch JW, and Adren's still not moving. He's still waiting for this.
Yeah, now they have the advantage, though. 3 on 2, they can actually play an Olaf as low as well, and Daps still have that smoke to work with as well when they do want to get the bomb down. But they need to at least start peeking here a little bit.
There it is. Finally, he throws the bomb over. So he throws it to Fugly. This means he doesn't have to cross, doesn't have to give up his positioning. Low HP for Daps, but doesn't need to peek. They've got full control. They need to play this passively, and in fact, Olaf thinks that's what they're going to do. He's already... Okay, no, he's going to rotate. I thought he was actually just going to run to B with the M4.
No, they have the money for it. They're going to go here.
So he'll come around CT. This will catch off on Fugly. That's 1 man down. Adren's in sandwich. He's not gone back to the stairwell. Okay, good thing he got that kill on Pronax, because that could have been a very awkward situation. The trouble now is he's your high HP player, so Daps gets caught. He has to win this one-on-one, and he's not going to do it. Olaf gets him. And in that case, why does he not fall further from the site?
Yeah, like Kadian is saying now. The apps guy, why do you peek?
Yeah.
Why? It doesn't make any sense. Just wait. You have the guy in sandwich. Just have him take the first peek. You don't even have to peek at all.
Specifically where he was low HP.
Yeah,
it wasn't like he could even be like, okay, I spotted him and fall. If he gets one bullet, he's down.
No, it doesn't. Look, they're laughing because they're like, what are these guys doing? It doesn't make any sense.
No, that was very questionable. So yet another post-plant advantage, excuse me, that goes the way of Fnatic, and that was careless. They had the site smoked off. They had them both limited. Fugly never gets away. Dren stays a little bit too close in the site, in my opinion. Oh, lag shot from JW to start off this one. That's a Liege down to 16. But again, it's simple, repetitive mistakes. So if Liquid can put these together, then...
But these are the mistakes we keep on seeing, especially from the NA teams, like over and over and over again. Like how long time do they actually need to again, it's small mistakes, right? But it's mistakes that cost them several rounds.
Exactly.
Like, over and over again.
If they can address them, though, let's say in theory that they actually take this home and they learn from this, then there's a chance that, yes, this team has potential, but potential's a wasted word if it's never acted upon. Because the skill seems to be somewhat there. It's not, I wouldn't say it's on the level of Fnatic even individually-wise, but they're getting openings occasionally.
Yeah, and we see the A-split now.
Flusha gets one. Crims this time still at home on connector. Catches Nitro.
And these guys aren't even going!
So Olaf just has to sit and wait. That time, okay, nice shot of Dren that time. Does get Crims, and he gets 2. He actually finds the second angle. JW finally answers onto him, and now Flusha's rotating. He catches the first. Pronax is there for the second, and your rotations were so quickly because it was such a slow execution.
The guys from connector ran up and died.
And the A guys hadn't even moved.
There was one flash that Fnatic threw in there. Like, guys, we're flash. We're not gonna do this. You can run up and die if you want to, but we're not gonna help you.
I do want to say that the interesting thing is though, by putting those players in mid, they should be aware that Crims had to stay put. There was more of an opening that time than in the previous round, as a matter of fact. The Liege this time will open on Olaf, but look at the spray down. Almost all three with only 20 bullets from Crims. That's incredibly good recoil control. He'll pop back out. He wants this third one. I don't know if he's going to get it. In fact, I think JW may on the way out. He should now with this AK. Or this AK. Or not that AK. Flush
All the
it.
AKs.
Yeah.
So they tried something different there. Just go on A fast. They probably thought, well, they know that Crims likes to play that bomb site alone, and then Fnatic tends to take mid control with one connector, one cat, and one window. Like you see now, for example, you know, it's just regular, you know, aggressive play from Fnatic coming in, because they know that, again, they're going to be low on money. They want to make sure that they do take the control and they don't let Liquid run around like they want to.
Now that was interesting. We're seeing a lot more aggressive. Okay, JW spots one. Now they know they're B. We saw a lot more aggressive, but that one flash slowed down Fnatic just enough that if they'd gone all the way through, look how far separated they are. It's all Pronax. They take him down. That's a bomb plant because they're so far pushed up. But again, they sit still. They don't take any advantage of that. They're actually going to have players behind them flanking them before they get anywhere near B site.
Yep.
That looks to be exactly the case. That Molotov slows them down even more. They're going to run through it. They actually don't take as much damage because there's a slight gap. They're going to get spotted. They do get Pronax now. Again, you go back 10 seconds ago. They get that kill earlier. Bomb's already down. They'll get it nonetheless as JW only collects one so far. Nitro finds a second look at this, though. Olaf. Oh, he gets caught. Tries to be patient. A little bit too cute. And the Liege will catch JW, so this may actually work now for Liquid. Crims will fire away from Checker. There's the first onto a Liege. Can he get more? Jumps through. He knows there's a player up close, but fires a little bit too close to the wall. Nitro picks up the M4 earlier in the round, makes good work of it, and they finally have one.
Yeah.
One that ultimately shouldn't have gone their way based on how that unfolded.
Oh yeah, no. Fnatic should have had that round, but I actually don't think the Liquid actually heard the Fnatic players push up middle. That's why they were probably so slow, without knowing that Fnatic was actually up middle. But yes, it was very slow again. They waited on the smoke, obviously, from that Pronax threw on the B bomb site. Sloppy play from Fnatic on the retake. All of them with, you know, trying to be a little bit too patient.
Dren. He pushed forward to that Molotov, rather incendiary, and therefore got caught. He had nowhere to fall back without taking damage, and now they're a man down just because of that. So taking fights they can't win, and we saw if Ugly actually dodged it. Adren was the second man through. You would have thought he did the same. Or if they were going to go together. Flasha's still up on Catwalk, where he always makes himself at home. Nitro is pushed into the cubby on the opposing side of middle. No smoke to get him out, although this smoke on window on JW actually does give him a bit of a chance. So he'll fall all the way back into the horseshoe. Meanwhile, Dapp's still lurking inside Palace. Looks like the bomb's going to head toward B. Yeah,
the one around their previous round. I'm going B. Might as well try it again, right?
Nade does go out. That flash as well, so they wouldn't have spotted that nade coming in. So Fugly's down to 67 as a result. Smoke as well. Everything they possibly can. So Fnatic has a read on this. Fire on the opposing side of the smoke. If they push too deep, they're going to be immediately in it. Fugly does get the kill on Pronax, though. Flusha, meanwhile, though, the nade goes out. Flush is going to do double. Flush is going to do three. Meanwhile, we've got it locked on Daps. As Nitro burns Flusha away, Daps all that's left. It was from the grave from Nitro's perspective.
He doesn't even get the kill. This is the first time I actually think I've seen any Liquid player try to lurk, though.
Well, yeah, last map we didn't see a lot of it, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think I saw that one round. Yeah, and there's no time, so he's going to save. Or he's going to try to save.
Can't die post round. Does get the first on Crims, but okay, good. Gets away with it. So Flusha holds on to B that time, and still the single round this time for Team Liquid.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, too, they're yet to win a pistol. Aside from that one that looked like it was going to go their way until we had the server restart, but
yeah,
that's reading into it. Look at Flusha again. They try to flash themselves around the corner. That did force JW out of the window. Olaf's the one in connector, but Flusha was still there. He wasn't blinded. He takes the peek, and he wins the fight. So everyone is winning individual battles right now on Fnatic's side.
Again, not much they can do here. They do have enough. Is it Daps again? Yeah, he's push aggressive into apps again, just trying to get a pick, but it's 3-on-5.
This game's very reminiscent. I would say the Cobblestone game was, except for the fact that they were getting picks early on, but this game's very reminiscent of MLG against Fnatic when Liquid got beat 16-13 on Inferno. Very, very similar. They're just sitting back. They don't even, they're scared to almost take the entries. And in that case, Fnatic just pushed down mid on Inferno and trapped them in Banana. Can't quite do that on this map, but it's the same thing, though. It's just so passive from Liquid. Finally, a smoke comes out, but there's not one on the top of the stairs, so even though Crims already has 2, Olaf had free line of sight. Daps did wait and get him. But Crims finds him as well, so a hat trick for Crims, and we're on double digits already for Fnatic.
Yeah.
Liquid need to get another round now, because if we go to another pistol, this is going to be very, very similar to what we saw in Cobble.
Yeah, and Crims is so good on that A-bomb site. That's why they just leave him there, because they know he's going to do the job, and he always does. Like you see here, 16 frags for him. They've been going towards that bomb site quite a lot as well, so he's been getting a lot of good frags over there. And now you see they're on a save. They have 2 smokes, though. They're going to smoke off the A-bomb site and just try to get the bomb down here.
One counter smoke out so far as well, just to slow them a bit on the air. But look, they've already got 3 people over. And it's double op setup for Fnatic. So, like we've mentioned, don't spot anyone in mid. Process of elimination, they come back over. There's your first. Make it 2, make it more. Yes, Crims is going to get the double. Olaf also finds his second, and just as quickly as that, Olaf finds Fugly on the backside of the firebox. Only one to drop, it's JW, but look at the money. He's got 11-8. We've got 11-6 on Crims. He's just finished buying for this round.
Yeah. The only thing I want to see from Liquid here is a regular standard round, smoke off window, come one from underground, take over middle. You know, it's simple.
No one does that for the North American teams. Again, they go 3 mid. There's no lurk player in the underpass.
And they're running through the smoke once again.
It's such an important player because now you have a chance to control the connector. Right now, they can't do anything about it. So he's just going to go and join in on the raiding party at mid. Flush has already got one. Crims popped out, got the one before that. If he has a player down an underpass, he can't peek. He has to control that angle.
Yeah, and I mean, I can understand, like, probably the strats that are running right now probably works in North America because they can out-aim them, right?
Yep.
They can't do that versus Fnatic.
Nope.
You see there, they're getting slaughtered. They can't do that. It doesn't work. It doesn't work over here. They need to actually... Are we hearing? Yeah,
we are hearing. Didn't pick up on anything.
I wonder if this is from Fnatic's... Oh, okay.
Well, Fnatic doesn't really need to say anything right now. It would be all Liquid. But again...
But yeah, as I was saying, right? You can't do that versus Fnatic. You need to actually use your smokes early, at least some of them, to actually get some...
And pre-match, I mentioned that this is very similar to how North America's always played this map. Yet the meta for Europe has been so different for so long. Why are no North American teams? Cloud9's done it a few times, I'll say, but why are they not doing anything different? This time smokes go a little bit deeper. That covers off jungle, but JW gets aggressive on the front side of the first. That's Fugly down. He's going to find more. It's Elige as well. Daps gets a response kill with the Tech 9, but look at that. Complete mop.
Have you noticed something? I just noticed something. They tend to do all these smoke rounds, you know, like that smoke round, for example, the Bebo smoke round. They do that on their ecos. And then when they're on their weapons, yeah, they don't do anything. Yeah, we'll put that one smoke down, like, pretty defensively on us in mid and just run through it, and we'll see what happens.
And maybe that goes back, by the way, Pronax picked up an AUG. I don't know if he used it in the press round or not, but he's dropped it away. That kind of goes back to what you're saying about North America. They take the one-on-one battles. They don't want to smoke it off because they think they can win the aim duel. You're, like you said, you're not going to win that against Fnatic.
Yeah. Hey, here, again, JW. But he's running, though. Yeah, he's going to get hurt here.
Nitro needs to hit this shot. We're seeing him miss a few this game, finally. Does put him down, so man advantage, but obvious information there toward B. As a result, Flush is going to fall back on Catwalk. Pronax has to do the job early, though doesn't. Dren's already found him. Fugly actually turns back, gets Flush as well, so good awareness that they know exactly where he was going to come from based on how he plays the map. Olaf's got to hit the shots here from the kitchen. Gets the first. That's Elige down. Can he find more? The op still scoped in and looking toward the jail. Bombs down, though, up close, and Nitro gets him. Very low HP for Nitro, but against the op, no condition. Look at Crims, though! On the entry from the backside, controlling that recoil. 2 down already. Make it 3 on a Dren, and it's down to a one-on-one. Baits out the bomb carrier. There's your, pardon me, the bomb plant. With that defuse, Daps going to try and take this fight. He runs. He runs out. Daps, that's the second time this match he goes for the peak. That was more than 5 seconds already. He runs the whole way. Not only does he telegram where he's coming, I mean, they're confused. Why?
To be honest, though, that wasn't necessarily... Daps had to peek there. because the time was low. He didn't know if he was holding it. The other guy, I mean, the second frag from Crims there, that was nutty.
That was nuts.
That was nutty, right? The third one, don't have to peek. That guy should just leave it, right? Don't play the bomb.
To be fair though, I don't think Daps had to peek from that angle. He could have picked it. I think the bomb was exposed from the window side.
I don't think so. The way that he was standing, he couldn't see it.
Okay,
yeah,
maybe
you
from
see
the side
here.
that
See, he doesn't
defusing.
see the window
Yeah,
here.
you're right. From the side.
Yeah, so first of all, it was a horrible plant, but getting to that situation where he's left alone, yeah, 27 frags. He's having a field day. Pronax obviously didn't see a lot of people at B, and when he did, he got a lot of assists.
The interesting thing is, Crims, Thorin alluded to it, is kind of dropped off a little bit in form. He kind of, to be fair, he was always kind of the support player.
Yep.
It was never expected that he was going to carry the game, but he started to. And he mentioned how JW and Crims get going again. That's when they're at their best. I don't even want to mention that it's Crims coming on. It's that he didn't have a job to do. All he had to do was run around and kill people because there was no pressure on him at Connector.
Yeah.
I mean, if you let a guy like that come into a site with nothing on his mind except I'm here to kill people. I don't have to control this angle. I don't have to hold someone off the backside. You're just letting a guy with a ton of skill go nuts.
Yeah. I can't believe that round still. I mean, I don't know what to say. Like,
to be fair, I take back. I called out Daps initially for peeking. I thought he could see it from the window.
Oh, yeah,
now that I saw he couldn't, to be fair,
no,
he did have to peek there.
It was the third guy. I mean, obviously that spray onto Fugly over there by the couch. Yeah, okay, sure. It was a nutty shot. You probably didn't have to peek it. You did. You ended up dying. Sure. Third guy, why? Don't do it.
Yeah.
You had the guy window. The thing is, the guy in window, the Daps one, he actually could hold the position where if Crims tried to kill the person behind the site, Daps would get him because of the crossfire.
Yeah, just set up the angle for the trade. And again, this does come down. It looks like Liquid is kind of playing with these peaks because they're confident enough. Maybe it is the North American thing, like you say. But in situations like this, it's almost like, I don't know how to describe it. Effectively, it's peak until you must take the fight until he comes to you. But I'm trying to think of some analogy of like a desperate situation where you're holding on for dear life. That's kind of what you have to do. Just don't peek, don't peek, don't peek. But not the case.
Yeah. So I'm not sure what's going on here. I don't know. I think it's Liquid that might not be ready. That readied up yet. They're probably talking about what they're going to try to do here to try and salvage the.
Again, they're 0-3 on pistols.
Yeah.
And pistol again, same situation as Cobble. We go right to match point. So that's, I mean, Liquid to only pick up. We're not done yet, but to only pick up potentially 2 maps, that's a big deal considering, like you said, they've been practicing a long time for this event. They went, I think it was 10-0 or 10-1 or something like that in the Face It League to get here. Quite comfortably walked through the North American division. They're in a tough group. I don't think anyone kind of expected them to take down NIP or
yeah,
Fnatic,
but I mean, look at Group B as well. It's also stacked. It's not like any group is easy.
No,
right?
exactly. But you got to pick up at least rounds to say, okay, we did our best.
Yeah.
We represented ourselves well, and we have a chance. Now, this is just demoralizing. Like, even to watch a demo, we said there's lots to learn from on the executions. Even just to sit back and watch a 16-1, it's like I have to relive this. So,
yeah.
I mean, hopefully they'll have the right attitude about it, and take it on the chin and just say, all right, let's watch it. Let's figure out why they're so much better than us. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, you can easily pinpoint what is going on or what's going wrong as well. Like in both of these maps, on Cobblestone, you can easily figure that out. On Mirage now on the T side, there's the mistakes that they're making is like it seems small, but it's big, right? Because it's common mistakes that you should not do.
That's the thing. Easy problems don't always have easy solutions.
Yeah. So I'm not sure. I mean, coming into the seat side now, obviously they probably don't want to end up with another 16-1 loss here. And I think if they end up losing this one, they will play the Australian team.
Yeah, Immunity.
Yeah.
Which, based on how they performed against NIP,
yeah,
I mean that's going to be a challenge as well. There's no easy game here for Liquid, and they need to make sure they rebound quickly in that regard. And you got to get something going for yourselves. It's a long way to travel, to not really get much going.
Yeah.
So, again, though, it's not like anyone expected a lot. We saw ESEA land the North American teams with Cloud9 in company, Nihilim there. They didn't even pick up a single map against, EU. It's no secret to anyone right now that NA is very behind. But at the same time, you know, 2 rounds, that's a long way behind.
It is. I mean, yeah, to be fair, they're playing against the best team in the world right now, which is Fnatic. They're playing on arguably their 2 strongest maps. I don't really know what they were expecting, to be honest, right? Yeah, so it's 5 seconds to we go live, I think I just heard, so which is great. So we'll see if Liquid actually has an answer now on their CT side. I mean, again, they picked this map, right? They must have some sort of an idea, at least on the CT side. They didn't have it on their T side, but...
Well, we'll see what they can get going. Even just to salvage some pride here, get some rounds rolling. Interesting setup for them on this defense as well. Because we've got 2 toward Cat, only 1 player at A. Dren's in the window. He can switch over to jungle quickly, but that's going to be smoked off.
This is going to be dangerous. It's an A fake from Fnatic, and they're all rotating. They're going to leave 1 guy at B.
Fugly will lurk up, though. He still knows there is a smoke out. That's his smoke that he placed, but if he sees 1 come through, they'll be ready. They're going to get 1, make it 2. Elise catches out Crims. That's on the opposing side. Olaf does take down Fugly, so Bomb Plant will come in, but the rotations are already coming. Smart play from Liquid. They don't dwell too long on the A site, and they're already going to be in good position. They just have to take this fight. Good damage dealt by JW on the Nitro. But they've got to watch because you still have Pronax coming around. Yeah, there you go, from middle, who was your last lurk player surviving in A. Daps tries to come in. JW finds him from ban. They need to push forward and get these kills quickly. Nitro does it. JW's down Elise as well, and Pronax is all that's left. Catches Elise on the backside, but smokes out. He can hold this defuse. And Pronax firing just to the left. He'll get this. He has to get this, and the meat shield's in front of him as well. In fact, Nitro will do 1 further, so well done, Liquid. You'll get 1 more round and some money to play with.
I was just going to note it and point that out as well, that Nitro was the one with the kit, and instead you had Adren defusing the bomb, which is, again, they won the round, but it's a small mistake. Like, that could actually cost you the round.
Yeah, for sure. If Pronax finds the diffuser, Nitro then has to take the one-on-one. If it's, 4 seconds.
Yeah. So, yeah, but they won the round. Good thing that they didn't just stay at the A-bomb site. They caught on fairly quickly that it was a fake, so...
So Adren rotates back up from connector, but watch out, there's your underpass play. That's why it works, and Fnatic utilize it to perfection. They come up with the Tech 9. Adren goes down. They won't push forward to secure the rifle, though, because Daps was waiting on the backside, but they have boosted in window. Daps doesn't know it yet, does still manage to take down Pronax. But there's still 1 more below him. It's JW, and he'll wait. Daps had no idea. He may go further. No, Fugly puts him down with the P90 coming through the vents, but Crims is going back. He's heading back toward B. Good read from Fugly because there's no call at A. He'll head back over in that direction, but Nitro needs to be quick on his reaction. He's in a good position to rotate on the backside towards CT. Crims dropped already, bomb down. Fugly wants to do 1 better as he waits for Nitro to show up. Does do massive damage onto Olaf. And they're all there now. Good setup from Liquid. And Nitro closes out the final 2, so 14-3. Do they upgrade? They do. Elise already goes for the M4. Daps follows suit. Nitro tosses over the FAMAS to Adren and picks up his own M4, and Fugly will hold on to this P90. And Pronax has called for his team to go for an early buy. They're all on AKs.
Yeah, but only 1 smoke here, though, from Fnatic.
Look at the difference, though. No one really playing in mid from Liquid. Whereas Fnatic are so used to teams playing there, they've got 3 people committed to taking that pick.
Yeah. And again, you saw that Fnatic wasted their 1 smoke here now.
And with only 1 player, well, not only I wouldn't even call this a waste, because with only 1 player in mid, they can walk all the way up with that smoke out, because now their window player can't spot. There's no one in connector. Olaf's surprised. He's checking every angle going, where the hell are they? So now they can pinch the A site quite effectively, and Nitro needs to be very careful about that, because if he walks too far, he'll expose himself from far too many angles. That's exactly what happens. Flusha finds 1, Elise gets the other, and it's all left to Daps and Fugly. We're going to be on match point quite quickly unless they can pull something off. They do find Crims at least. That's an AK down. Daps will go further as well. That's JW on the backside through connector. Pronax had the bomb over toward B. He's going to go back toward A. Flusha's low. Problem is they can't get any closer to the site because Olaf's waiting below the ladder. Knows for sure they're going to be there now, and the second player is coming directly toward connector. That's where Flush is peeking. He's already spotted, so Olaf might get both here. Good kill from Daps. But the bomb is down. Post-plant positions are very good. 1 toward Tetris, 1 out on CT. And he's going to walk in with 1 on both his left and right, and he'll have to try and isolate them, and Fnatic is far too experienced to allow that to happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, look at the difference now in terms of the after plant, right? So obviously Pronax is kind of stuck. But Flusha, right? Look how far away in the CT spawn he was. Like, yeah, he's just gonna sit there and get back and relax, right? It could have ended badly for Fnatic that round, actually, because Pronax was so far off. He was all the way in the middle with the bomb, and there was no way for him to actually get into connector with it, so he had to run all the way back, which gave Liquid a bit of extra time to actually try to return the frags that they received. So
we'll see Flusha head toward the palace this time. Crims, does put out a nade. Good damage onto Elise. She gets spotted as well by Pronax, and they're going to find one more potentially peeking out. That's Adren. Fugly manages to get JW just before that. He's the man with the M4. That's your only rifle up right now on Liquid's side. Good counter peek onto Flusha. Not a lot of damage dealt. He's only down to 64. He'll smoke that off as well. Bomb, meanwhile, is all the way back toward Horseshoe, heading on T-spawn. It's Crims this time holding on to it. Look at Olaf. He'll find out that B's open. They've got 58 seconds.
Yeah, you see, he's running all the way back now. Oh, Pronax. Or it's actually Crims.
It's Crims this time, yeah. But same idea. I mean, once Olaf calls that that's open and they get the 2 kills, pretty obvious what's going to happen. Back to B they go. Nitro almost caught with the knife out. Doesn't have time to get the deagle up, and Olaf closes out the final kill. So 16-3 and 16-1, 2-0 Fnatic over Liquid in the best of 3. Great performance from them this morning.
Oh yeah, I mean, they were looking solid. Crims there with a massive Mirage, especially on the CT side. I mean, 27 frags. Come on.